Welcome back to Sip, Savor, and Celebrate. I'm Chris.
And I'm Devin.
Today we're going to continue a drink through that we did a couple of episodes ago. And we're going to do it for Atanasio. Before we did just the Blanco. And I kind of wanted to do this. And I'm doing this with some other ones. Where I just want to see what they have to offer first. To see whether or not we want to go and invest in their other expressions. And I also, by the way, I know we did the Maliveda the other day, and we loved that one together.
Correct.
I ordered the Reposado and the Añejo. They're coming on their way. So
well, and this one is, guys, when someone asks me what they should be trying, this is what I'm recommending. This one is by far what stands out to me being one of my favorite brands. So actually I have to thank you for that because, you know, this was just hey, this is, you know, what are we drinking on the shelf today?
Yeah.
So, and this is one that definitely.
And again, I know we already went over it on the other one, so I'm not going to go over how this was made. Just check out our other Atanasio. Everything is made
the
exactly
only thing
the
I
same.
want to cover is it is still $15.99, so we are still talking about the same distillery.
Correct.
When we're talking about like the same batch, because as we found out last night that there are different batches that can be made. So I do want to draw that to this, that it is the same distillery and the same batch that we are talking about. We are going to start off with the Blanco, just so that we remember where we are starting from. And then we're going to progress through the Reposado as well as the Añejo.
Right. I just wanted to say the only difference between the Blanco and these is that these ones, Reposado means rested and Añejo means aged. So,
and one was shipped and one was a find on our scavenger hunt. So
the Chicago run was so awesome because we found some great deals. So first and foremost, the only thing that's going to be different is how this is aged. So let me look to see.
So what's interesting while you're looking that up is when we're talking about who brings these into the U.S., these are all Mexican imports through Texas, where the ones that we drank, as you'll see previously, were all through Miami.
Okay.
So that is kind of interesting to me. We're still dealing with, and the difference between these you'll see is these are actually corks versus a screw top, which is unique.
I'm glad that they went to the cork on this one because I did break this one. As you can see, it did break. So be careful when you tighten it up. They're very fragile. So I got to super glue that one. So they are aged in American white oak barrels. It doesn't say if they were used or not, so I'm presuming that they're new barrels. So first we're going to retry this again just to freshen our memory what the Blanco is. It's so good. So good. Still sweet. To me, it has a little bit of that malolactic mouth flavor to it. So it's thick, it's viscous, it covers and coats your mouth. It has like a cream to it almost. That's me.
I mean, I'm with you 100% because I've had this pre-cigar, and we have one going today, so I'm just trying to keep it burning. But I'm telling you, the change in this is like a silky dark chocolate, which is. Didn't you just yell at me last time for not twisting?
I did do that, didn't I? I apologize.
But anywho, silky dark chocolate out of that one. But keep in mind, we're also being influenced by the normal body of this cigar, which is just a slight sweet bit. And not really playing on the peppers and the acidity of it. So I am gonna, go ahead and rinse my palate because I want to try these, without that influence.
Yeah, because that will a cigar definitely changes the flavors of things, opens it up and makes new flavors, basically.
Absolutely.
Oh, you ready? I thought you still had some Blanco in there. Sorry.
No, but it was... Look at him trying to be stingy today, y'all.
No, I was just trying to make sure that it didn't mix it. Because then that would become a Hoven. A Hoven is when
what are you calling me from last night?
Just saying. No. A Hoven is when you mix different expressions of tequila together, or even a tequila and a mezcal. But that would be a Hoven.
I'm getting that butterscotch on the nose.
Now because I'm going from the cream and the malolactic to now we're going to add to it. We're adding to it.
Correct.
We're adding a nice little baking spices.
I can see that. The baking spices with that creamy caramel.
That's the difference between this one and this one.
Kind of, if I had to relate it to a food, apple pie with that whipped cream on top. Minus the apple, but you get that spicy, you get that...
Okay, so like your cinnamon, your nutmeg...
Correct.
So baking spices.
Correct. Hey, y'all, I'm just trying to add it to a flavor.
I really am messing. What are friends for? You gotta mess with your friends, I'm just saying, Oh,
okay, I gotta try this, bro.
Cheers.
Here we go, y'all.
Okay, so I get the same that I did on the nose, the baking spices, agave, sweet, but it also has, again, it's a reposado, so you're gonna have a little edgy to it. So it's almost like a whiskey type thing. That's what I'm getting from it, is I get all of that plus a little tinge of whiskey or even a cognac or something of that nature. So it's still, is it super sweet? No, God, no. But it's the starting of the starting sweetness.
No, I think that one goes the opposite way for me. A little bit more bitter, a little bit more edgy, and you kind of lose that cream that they had in the Blanco.
Let's see what the cigar does to it. Because it's a reposado. I believe, to me, I feel like a reposado and a cigar is the way to go. I think if you're doing a cigar, let's do the reposado. Let me see the difference in this as well.
Sorry, guys. I am actually upwind of him, so I'm not trying not to smoke him out. That's why you see me blowing it to the right to hopefully blow around us. But that cigar actually smells peanut buttery. Like I'm sitting here and I'm smelling you smoking it, and to me it's got like that peanut buttery smell.
I guess I don't get that, but okay.
Okay. Yep. Night and day, guys.
Night and day. Oh my God. That smoothed it out. It is so sweet and smooth, and it's almost like the sweetest cognac you've ever had.
And like I said, I was telling you it's very bitter. Guys, if you haven't found the love of cigars through your whiskeys or through your tequilas, open your mind to it.
And remember, a cigar you're not supposed to inhale. You're just supposed to put it on your palate. It changes your taste buds. That's all you're doing. That's all.
And if you need one to start with, this is a Cohiba. This is something we got while we were traveling. So this is right from Cuba, supposedly. Mm-hmm. But Fat Betty is one that is really good.
I like a Fat Betty.
It is sweet. It is creamy on its own. Like, that stands on its own. So add that to some of these. Or, if you can find it, El Caesar is one of my favorites. Sorry, I haven't finished it yet.
I know. I was going to pour, but I'm like, oh, you want to rinse out?
El Caesar is one of my favorites. And you might ask me why. Because El Caesar is full body, so you get a little bit more of that pepper in there. You get more of the of the tobacco and a little bit more of the spices they put in it. So that's why I really enjoy that one. I'm excited. This is the añejo that he just poured, guys, yep. Which is aged from
3 years. 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years. So if it's above 3 years, then it's an extra añejo. But from 1 to 3 years, it's an añejo.
And so we will see. You've seen me rinse my palate. So again, we are trying these guys on a clean palate. And then we are adding the cigar to see what it does.
Right.
And you've heard me talk about this for several episodes about how, you know, we need to bring some cigars into this. So I'm excited that we actually get to do this today.
And it's such a beautiful day. It's Easter. Today is Easter, and we're out enjoying the day. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to finally have a nice day in Michigan.
But last week it was 71 for a hot blink. And then this next week, guys, we're supposed to be in the upper 70s all week. As you followed, I was in Florida last week, so I tried to pack as much of that beautiful weather in my suitcase as I could. So that is why, hopefully, we are. Some of my coworkers are coming back as well, and they also were in Florida. So, you know, I told them to bring back the weather as well.
Okay, that's what it was.
So we're trying, but I'm excited about this this añejo, guys. Not extra añejo, just añejo.
Oh, man, you guys, this is so it does not let down.
I don't disagree on that nose. I can't wait because
remember what I said. This is a small distillery, unlike the Scullies that we did the review on. The Scullies are at a distillery that is massive. They do literally 80 different tequilas. This distillery only does like maybe 5 or 6 at the most. And then they were doing it with Cascanes, which I can't wait for us to try. Cascanes. You haven't tried it.
I have not, but it is something that I know is near and dear to your heart. Yes. That is a video coming up rather soon, guys, so stay tuned.
But now, Cascanes, I have to disclose, Cascanes was made at the same distillery for a while, but they literally just like a couple months ago changed from $15.99 over to another distillery. However, they wanted to make sure that they kept their essence exactly the same. So, and they believe they've got it down to the same exact.
So, do we have a non-$15.99 of Cascanes plus the new nom?
Not the new nom yet, but I can get it. I have it sitting in my cart. But it's another, because Cascanes is a little bit more pricier. It's pricier than this. And I know you usually cover the cost for
I'm okay with this.
It's your turn. You bought these two.
I did.
So how much did you pay
I
for
actually bought these, and I was a little disheartened because, you know, this was $89, this was $99. But when I rang up, guys, they were $100 a piece, which I wasn't really gonna fight because, again, I'm stuck on the Atanasio brand. Like, this does it for me. So that's why I was willing to spend the extra $10.
Well, I got excited as soon as I saw it on the shelf. I'm like, Devin, look.
And if you check out our video, I was the one taking the video of the tequilas and the aisles. So
I was like a kid in the candy store.
He was looking. I was making sure. The one I do want to try, which we'll have to make probably a trip, is that super colorful bottle, that black colorful bottle
Layla.
That was on the bottom.
Layla.
I do want to try it. I don't think it was Layla, but it could be.
I will look it up because I'm telling you, it's Laya. Leia. Probably Leia.
And so I was excited to see that. But guys, this right now I'm recommending to everyone. Solis, if you are following us, I am shouting out. No,
Leia. That's what it is.
I'm shouting out directly to you. You asked me what to try. I told you Atanasio. This is the Atanasio line. I am hollering at you right now. Try this because you told me 1942 and Azul were your favorites, which are full of additives and and you gave me a look of what they put additives in tequila, absolutely. Yeah. Class Azul is amazing. We are not knocking it. That is a great gateway because that is where you started.
It is.
Because you didn't believe me when I said, tequila should taste good.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
So that is where you started for sure. But
right.
Bringing it back to our
Ring it in, brother. Ring it in. All right.
Here we go.
Cheers. You forgot to tell me what you got on the nose, but that's fine. On the nose, sweeter. So remember I told you this one to me gave me the whiskey flavors. And then it's a reposado. It should give me the whiskey flavors. This one is so wonderful. It's smooth. It's sweet. It's giving me after dinner sweetness. This is my dessert.
I'm curious to see what you get on the tongue, because on the tongue I get bitter and I get alcohol.
I lose the bitter.
I lose that sweet. I lose that agave. I lose that creamy that these two have had, guys.
Now,
I know it's sitting there. So I mean, I'm hoping it's still.
I still get the sweet. I still do get the sweet. I get a little bit of the cream. So it's the after. It's like as it sits there, because it does last a while, And I'm getting sweetness. I get caramel. I do get a little bit of the bitter at first, but my God, look how. I know you can't see, but the tears and the legs on this, which naturally does come from letting it age in an oak barrel. It smells wonderful.
Yeah, the smell, guys, is unparalleled. I do love it.
I am surprised that it gets more whiskey in this one. To me, I think it gets more whiskey.
I'm intrigued to see how this medium body cigar, and the reason I keep telling you is it's medium body is because it's not as sweet and it's not full. It is right there in the middle. And that does it. It unlocks that sweetness that we've seen here come through to the third.
The slight bitter
right,
off,
the edge.
and then it just gives you everything else. It
Correct.
gives you the baking spices. It gives you the sweetness. It gives you the caramel. I almost get a little bit of butterscotch on this one.
Mm-hmm. So, I thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe, turn on those notifications, because we've got a whole lot of videos coming to you.
Please tell all your friends. Please ask your friends to subscribe to these new guys that you just started watching. Anyways, until then,
don't forget,
sip,
savor, and celebrate.